Yo, what's up, guys? So, 1 and 5. 1 and 5, really? 1 and 5. 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 I keep saying 1 and 5 all day. 1 and 5. A 1 and a 5. Once again, shout out to John Stanton for not, investing in this team in the offseason. That worked out. That worked out great. That worked out really great. That worked out swimmingly. That $15 million that you invested in this club, mwah. What'd you get out of Solano? Nothing. Polanco's been up and down. Yeah, that $15 million you invested in this club during the offseason. Yeah, that really fucking worked, didn't it? That really had some benefits to it, didn't it? No, why get Pete Alonso? He's too fucking expensive. He's not a good fit. He wouldn't do anything for this team. Nah, let's not get Pete Alonso. We don't like Scott Boras in Seattle anyway. Nah. We'll take the $15 million. We'll take Donovan Solano. We'll take Jorge, and then we'll be happy. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. You cheap fucking scumbag. You cheap fucking asshole. You cheap fucking bastard. You cheap shit-eating son of a bitch. Oh, but hey, at least we ain't the Royals. At least we didn't go all in, and we're not gonna suck for 10 years. Nah, at least we're not that. You ain't gonna win a World Series either, but at least you're not the 2015 Royals. At least you avoided that fate. For now. I mean, you got Cole Emerson coming up in a year or two. You got fucking Laz coming up in a year or two. Belding's coming up in a couple years, maybe. The kid you drafted at number 3 overall this year, he'll be ready to go next year, by June, maybe. Yeah, you got some really top prospects. Hey, Harry Ford's here. Congratulations, Harry. You haven't used him in 3 fucking games since you called him up, but hey, congratulations nonetheless. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? Seriously, what the fuck are we doing? Also, special shout out to Jerry. Yeah, not spending the extra prospect capital at the deadline has really done wonders for this pitching staff. I wonder, we didn't need Johan Duran at all. No. Caleb Ferguson's got this shit covered. The fucking bullpen arms you brought in on waivers and through Tacoma, they got this shit covered. Fucking George Kirby's got this shit covered. He didn't mean to hit that guy. Mitch Carver just called for an inside pitch, and that was the pitch that Kirby executed. He didn't mean to hit that guy. That was an accident. I'm sure Luis Castillo didn't mean to give up 10 runs, or however many fucking runs he gave up in game 1. I'm sure that was just a big whoopsie. Yeah. And the special Sunday and the special cherry on top of the Sunday shit pie is Gino Suarez, who everybody swore was going to be way better than Ben Williamson. That's all I heard. Oh no, we need Gino Suarez. He's a much better upgrade over Ben Williamson. He'll hit the ball left, right, and center. Ben Williamson ain't it. Exactly what has Gino done for this ball club at all since he came back? All I've seen is him striking out and making shit plays at third. Plays, I remind you, that Ben Williamson would have fucking made. Ben Williamson doesn't have the power that Gino has, but you know what? You can't tap into Gino's power if he's too busy fucking striking out. Yeah, that worked out beautifully. That worked out fucking swimmingly. He's got, what, maybe 3 home runs since he came back? And the strikeouts are starting to pile up, and the batting average is not anything. This is the Gino Suarez you traded to Arizona. This is the Gino Suarez you traded in a salary dump. Well, congratulations, you got him back. At least you didn't have to give up anything of value for him. At least not yet. But yeah, at least for the time being, you haven't given up anything of value for him. Blockler doesn't look anything promising. Burgos doesn't look anything promising. Izzy's still, repeating single A. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Let's see what else. Yeah, your offense isn't looking too good. Naylor's clearly dealing with the shoulder injury that he suffered, however many weeks ago, like middle August or whatever, and he had to sit. Yeah, he's clearly dealing with that still. You can tell just by watching him. But hey, at least you got Luke Raley, right? He's sitting there on the bench, not doing anything, just chilling, waiting for a chance. But hey, you get him in there in the ninth inning sometimes when you need that defensive glove in right field. You just need that defensive glove in right field. You can't use him at first base to give Naylor a day off. No. Fuck that. Can't do it. That's against the rules. Sorry, baseball won't allow it. Let's see. Cal clearly needs a day off. And you got Harry Ford sitting there. He's just sitting there. Hasn't played since you called him up. Now would be a good time to give Cal a day off. I would think. But no, can't do it. You gotta have Mitch Garber at DH. You just gotta have him at DH. Gotta have him DHing against righties who he can't fucking hit at all. No matter how hard he tries. That one pitch hit at bat the other day, yeah, that was pathetic as fuck. He stood up there and he looked at every single fucking pitch. Every single one of them. Didn't even move the bat off his fucking shoulders. But then again, he does that a lot, and he seems to, and nobody in the organization seems to give a shit. You paid him $12 million, whatever. That it is what it is. It's perfectly livable. He calls dog turd games, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure our pitchers will figure it out eventually. Next June. Yeah, you got Harry Ford sitting there. And I get the idea that you don't want Harry Ford catching the game. Fine, whatever. He could have been DH last night. Harry Ford could have been the DH last night, and Mitch Garber could have been the catcher, and Cal could have gotten a day off. But no, we don't want to do that. Because Adrian Hauser is so damn tough. We can't give Harry Harry Ford an at-bat. God forbid we give Harry Ford an at-bat against Adrian Hauser. God forbid we do that. God forbid we take Cal Raleigh out of game one against the Rays when you're getting completely boat raced. By the way, God forbid we replace him with Harry Ford, or I don't even remember if Mitch Garver was playing that game, but God forbid we replace him with Mitch Garver for the rest of the night so we can catch the last 4 innings, because you're losing that game either way. I mean, the offense didn't seem to care. They were just swinging at pitches left, right, and center. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Julio seems to care. Julio is the only one on that fucking team that actually seems to care offensively. He's having a pretty good series. Polanco's having an okay series. The rest of these guys are just going up and swinging at garbage. Not even taking competitive at-bats. Just swinging at garbage or looking at garbage. Either way. But yeah. Let's not use Harry Ford. Let's not use him while we got him. Oh, hey. JP clearly needs a day off. You can see it by watching the games. Oh, wait. You got Leo Rivas. Perfect. You can use Leo Rivas and give JP a day off. He's sitting right there. But what'd you do? Nah, we don't need to do that. We'll use him in the 9th, maybe. And congratulations to Leo for getting his first home run. That was cool. You instead of a 10-zip blowout, he made it a 10-2, a 10-2 ass whooping. And I sincerely mean, congratulations, Leo. That's pretty cool. You have been in the minors for so long, and finally get your first home run. That was a cool moment. Danny, my man, my dude. Are you even capable of getting pissed off? Are you even capable of getting mad when shit doesn't go, when shit goes sideways? You don't have to be even keeled every fucking game. You can get pissed off at the umpires. It's okay. It is okay to get pissed off at the umpires. Manny Ramirez, or Manny Gonzalez, whatever the fuck that umpire's name is, called a dog turd game the other night. In addition to blaming Dom Canzone for something he apparently didn't do. Little bitch heard something from the stands, and because he wasn't doing his fucking job, he threw out Canzone, and he threw you out. Oh, Manny Gonzalez, fuck yourself. You are a horrible umpire. You have been for quite some time. Your strike zone is dog shit. You don't know where the fucking ball is. You don't know where the fucking strike is. How you have a fucking job as an umpire is beyond me. But really, how half the umpires in Major League Baseball have a job is beyond me. Because about half of y'all are just dog shit garbage. And you don't know where the fucking strike zone is. And yeah, y'all need to go back to umpiring school because you suck dick. I could do your jobs better than you could. And I'm not kidding. I will be so happy when robot umps are a thing next year and you fuckers can't ruin a game. Speaking of which, JP, my man, my dude, when a pitch is that close to the plate, swing at it. Do not put your fate in the umpire's hands. Because if you put your fate in the umpire's hands, especially Manny Gonzalez's hands, he's going to ring your ass up. Every fucking time. Because Manny Gonzalez don't know where the strike zone is. So that pitch that you missed in the first game, yeah, if it's close and it's a 3-2 count, you got to swing at that. No taking it. None of that bullshit. Because these umpires, they're not going to fucking give it to you. They're not. Half these motherfuckers don't even know where the fucking strike zone is. Half these motherfuckers are winging it. Garver, my man. Look. It's okay to swing the bat. Like, it is okay to swing the bat. You don't have to go out there and look at every single pitch. You don't. It is okay to swing the bat. That is within the rules of baseball. You can swing the bat. As a matter of fact, it's preferred that you swing the bat. That's how you hit the ball. Or in your case, try to hit the ball anyway. Georgie. Instead of blaming Mitch Garver for your shit pitching, you should take responsibility for it. I saw that pitch where you hit Lau. You fucking threw that at him on purpose. And don't even fucking try and deny it. You can see it on the video. You weren't executing shit. You beamed him in the back because you were pissed off because you were getting your ass kicked again. It wasn't bad enough, but the Mets lit your ass up like a Christmas tree. Nah. You didn't want to fix that. No, you decided to let the Rays light your ass up like a Christmas tree. And then, because you only go 2 innings, you gotta blame the catcher for your dog shit performance. Mitch Garver didn't give up 7 runs. You did, my man. You did. You looked like dog shit last night. Complete total dog shit. And because of that, the Mariners are now 4 games back in the wild, or 4 games back in the division. Congratulations, guys! You pissed the division away against an Astros team that had no business winning this division over you guys. They've been injured all year. Yordan's been back for what, 2 weeks, maybe? There is no way in hell the Astros should be in first place right now by 4 games, let alone by 4 games, but somehow they are. And it's because the Mariners seem to be allergic to winning on the road. Against bad teams, mind you. You know, when you lost in Baltimore, I was willing... A little slack can be cut by the way you lost that series in Baltimore, because really, Dylan Moore and Mitch Garver cost you a series in Baltimore because they are that fucking bad. And now Dylan Moore's in fucking Texas, which he should have been a long time ago, mind you. And that's the other part of this problem. That's the other part of this equation. Instead of cutting ties with Dylan Moore, you know, back in late June, early July, you Jerry Dipoto and this brilliant front office decided, we're gonna hang on to him until September. Yeah, no, he's gonna turn it around eventually. 800 strikeouts later, he never turned it around. He never did jack shit. And the same thing goes with Donovan Solano. No. We need him till September, even though he hasn't really had a role on this team since they traded for Naylor. So they kept him for a month and a half for really no reason other than whatever. But hey, at least you got the most out of him, right? You know, you're playing a man down without Robles right now. But hey, what else is new? You've been playing 3 men down the entire season. So, you know, that's not anything new. You had a chance to put Cleveland away, couldn't do it. You looked overmatched against the Mets. You looked really overmatched against the Phillies. You had a chance to put Tampa away, and you looked absolutely pathetic. Like, pathetic. Like, you didn't want to be there. Maybe it was the heat. Who knows? I don't give a fuck. Maybe it was the batter's eye in that stadium. Again, don't give a fuck. Maybe it was just you didn't want to play in Florida. But, like I said, I don't give a fuck. You know, after getting embarrassed the second game, y'all came out, and you made excuse. After, well, we gotta play better. We gotta be better. We gotta take accountability. We gotta take control. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. We gotta blah, 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 blah. You know, you say that, and then in game 3, you come out and get your ass kicked again. And now you gotta go to Atlanta, face Strider, Sale, and Waldrop, 3 of the best pitchers in the National League. And you need to win at least 2 of those games. Yeah, good luck with that. Meanwhile, Houston's pretty much locked the division down. Because this fucking team ain't coming back from 4 games down. Not a chance in hell. If Houston lets you come back. The Rangers are 2.5 back. The Royals are 2.5 back. And you let the fucking Rays back into the conversation, and they're 2.5 back. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything at all? See, this is why I'm happy it's Seahawks season. This is why I'm happy it's football season. Because you guys have proven, until you prove otherwise, mind you, until you prove otherwise, the Seattle Mariners have proven that they are nothing but a bunch of CHOKERS. Bunch of chokers. You're nothing more than a bunch of professional choke artists. This will be the 3rd year in a row. If you lose this playoff spot and you miss the playoffs by a game or 2, this will be the 3rd year in a row that you missed the playoffs. And this year you've actually got one of the most talented rosters in the AL West, or not AL West, but in the American League, period. I would say talent-wise, on paper, this is a top 5 roster. Yet you're playing like a bottom 2 roster. You would expect this kind of shit out of the Chicago White Sox. You would expect this kind of shit out of the Miami Marlins. You don't expect this shit out of the Seattle Mariners. So here's my message. Enough with the fucking excuses. Enough with the, we gotta be better, we gotta do this, we gotta... Go out there and win fucking ball games. That's it. Go out there and win fucking ball games. You got 22 games left. And you're playing like absolute dog shit with everything on the line. It ain't good enough, boys. Not good enough in the least. Watching this team over the last two road trips, pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. You best get this shit figured out fast. Because watching this shit, it ain't working no more. It is not working anymore. You guys absolutely suck right now. And you don't deserve the playoffs. And even though the fans are going to be packing T-Mobile Park 35, and even though there's T-Mobile Park's probably going to be packed during the next homestand, you guys don't fucking deserve that. You guys deserve absolutely no fucking attention from this fan base based on the way you're playing right now. Zip, zilch, none, nada. And you know the sad thing is, if you miss the playoffs, John Stanton's still going to be the owner, and he's gonna still be the same cheap, stupid scumbag son of a bitch he is. Same with Chris Larson. We're still going to get excuses up the wazoo from this fucking ownership group about why they can't spend money. You know, be it Root Sports is having an issue, or they're a mid-market team, which they ain't. John, you're not a mid-market team. You're kind of a large market team. This idea that you keep trying to sell the fan base on your mid-market team and you can't spend $200 million based on that is bullshit. It's complete horseshit. Spend some money, you fucking dick shit. You fucking scumbag. Invest in the team. Show these guys you care. Actually bring in a top-tier free agent. Don't wait till July. And Jerry, when you get to July, actually do what is required. Don't stop just short. Because this formula of not spending money, wait till July, and then doing just enough, it ain't working no more. This team is absolutely pathetic. Absolutely hot garbage. And you boys better figure it out fast. You got 22 games to go. Figure it out.